Whoops. Does that work? Okay, sorry. I think this is it. Alright. So, I said I was going to do a question and answer video. And so I'm doing it now. And I gotta call up my phone. Here we go. Call up the questions. Now, I'll probably sound really lame during this, so forgive me. I will try to put your name towards the bottom somewhere. When I answer the question, I will put it there when I go to edit this, so you know that it's actually you that I'm answering. And we will get started. Alright? Sound good? Alright. First question. What was the first album you got on vinyl? The first album that I was given was actually my mom's, and it was this, not with the Beatles, Meet the Beatles. That was the first one I was given. The first one I bought with my own money was this, Masters of Rock by Pink Floyd. Both great albums. You should get them if you don't have them. Next question. I miss you. Do you miss me? No? Okay. Actually, yeah, I do miss you. And I remember the one time I called you or left you a voicemail or something, and I was really sick, and I sounded like this because my voice was like ridiculous. I sound like Barry White. I don't know if you remember that. Probably not, but I remember. Okay, next question. Least favorite and favorite Beatles song. Ooh. And favorite Pink Floyd album. That's a loaded question. My least favorite Beatles song, I did think about this before I made this video. My least favorite Beatles song would be Mr. Moonlight. I really don't like that one, even though it's John, and I like John a lot. But I don't really care for that song. It's kind of lame. And my favorite Beatles song is A Day in the Life. And just everything about it's perfect. All throughout. And if you haven't seen the video, you should see it, because not only does it have the Beatles in it, it has Donovan, Mick Jagger, Keith Richards, Mike Nesmith of the Monkees, and I think Patty Boyd in it too. So check it out if you haven't seen it. Favorite Pink Floyd album? Dark Side of the Moon will definitely be my favorite Pink Floyd album. Even though I really like Piper at the Gates of Dawn because I love Syd Barrett, but as a whole, it has to be Dark Side of the Moon, because start to finish it's the best. Sorry. Next question. Why are you so handsome? I am not, but thank you for being overly nice to me, because I am not. At least I don't think I am. So, okay. Next question. If you could only bring back one musician from the dead and spend a day with them, who would it be and why? John Lennon, hands down. I love John Lennon. He's my biggest musical inspiration. I love everything the guy did, from the Beatles all the way through his solo career. And he's just an awesome dude. And who wouldn't want to bring John Lennon back? I mean, if anyone had the chance to bring back John Lennon, I'm pretty sure they would. Next one. Why did you have to caps lock me to death? Yeah, I was trying to get people's attention when I originally posted that I was going to do this. I didn't think people would actually ask me questions, so I figured if I caps locked it, people would actually ask me stuff, and it worked. Next question. Where are you from, and did anything influence your awesome taste in music and personality? I am from the Chicago burbs. That's where I live anyway, Chicago, around there. But I'm from Cleveland originally. Go Indians. I grew up in Ohio, so Cleveland area will always be my home. But currently I live around Chicago, but other than that, yeah. What influenced my music taste and personality? My parents on both of them, I guess. Music taste because I grew up listening to what they listen to, which is basically all the music that I love. Classic rock, Beatles, Bowie, Zeppelin, Doors, Floyd, all that good stuff. My personality, I don't know, it's just the way I was raised, I guess, or the way I don't know. It's just the way I am. Next question. Who/what is your biggest inspiration, and what is your least favorite thing about yourself? My biggest inspiration, other than like my parents, I guess, would probably be John Lennon or Syd Barrett, because I love music and they are the biggest musical influences to me. I think they're both amazing. And my favorite and least favorite thing about myself. My favorite thing about myself is my music taste, because I think it's pretty badass, if I do say so myself. And my least favorite thing about me, I could go on and on about that. I'm kind of self-conscious, but yeah, I could list a lot there, but I'm not going to. Next question. How are you introduced to classic rock? And if you could have dinner with 5 famous people, dead or alive, who would you choose? Again, I was introduced to classic rock through my parents from the time I was like a wee little boy. I listened to my parents' Beatles records and basically everything else. And that's how I got into it, and I've just always listened to it. I don't even listen to modern music hardly. Only like a handful of bands I actually listen to that are still around, but pretty much 98% of what I listen to is classic rock. So, because that's what I grew up with. If I could have dinner with 5 famous people dead or alive, who would it be? John Lennon, Syd Barrett, David Bowie, Jim Morrison, and the 5th one, there's a lot of people, but Rick Wright. Those are like my favorite people. Obviously all music related, again. Go figure. Next question. Can you dance? No, I cannot dance. I am horrible at dancing, and I just make a fool out of myself when I try to dance. So you will not see me dancing. And if you try to get me to dance, I will do everything in my will to resist dancing, because I hate it. I look like a fool. Next question. Maybe a quick life story, or what was it like when you were growing up or something. I'm not going to give you my life story because that would take too long. When I was growing up, I don't know. It was just normal stuff, normal kid, growing up stuff. But I guess the only different thing is I moved around a lot. I went from Ohio to Kentucky to Pennsylvania, back to Ohio, and now to Illinois. So I moved around a lot, and I have friends in many states because of that. So it's like the whole time I was going through school and everything, I would, every couple of years, it seemed I went to another school just because I always moved. So that was how life was when I was growing up. But now I'm in Chicago area, and yeah, just here for the foreseeable future.